Hey, what's up, guys? I'm at MattZGI here, and we're still in the frozen tundra of Wisconsin. It's currently 120 degrees Fahrenheit right now, very, very cold. I'm doing my daily walk around here, and just kind of wanting to elaborate on a couple of different uh, topics that I talked about in the last video. Mainly, well, okay, let's back up just for a second. Excuse me. In the last video, I started talking about ice physics and snow maps, worlds, things like that um, in the last video. So, in video games in general, and snow is just an inevitable part of the real natural world, and of course we try to replicate it in video games and such. Well, not we, but like game designers and gamers actually have to experience it nonetheless. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my feet are actually slipping and sliding on the snow right now because it's so cold and hard. We got rain 2 days ago, and then the day before that even, so it's kind of been hardening on top of the snow lately. So the slushy has become crunchy. So, I just kind of want to expand a little bit on what I was talking about with ice physics and everything. So, Super Mario Brothers 3 was a very popular game when it came out originally, and it introduced a lot of different things, mainly like side-scrolling levels for Mario games, auto-scrolling levels, I mean, and it established King Koopa being actually renamed King Koopa to be Bowser. Kind of established a whole background on Super Mario Brothers in general. No matter how fake or real the game actually is to the person. Some people theorize that it's actually a play or a show going on, and that Mario and his friends are putting on for everyone. So, but one of the things is in World 6. Yeah, I think it's World 6. Because World 7 is the Cloud World. World 6 is the Ice World, and in the Ice World, growing up, dealing with like Super Mario Brothers alone, and there's a snow world in Super Mario Brothers 1, but it's just like it's just a background, like a prop and everything, kind of like snow, jump on it. It didn't do anything. So yeah, and then so like playing, well, even Super Mario Brothers 2 was like that, but like we didn't really play that as kids growing up. So like, but okay, so playing like Super Mario Brothers 3, and just kind of like, getting to World 6 finally after playing for like maybe a week or two, having the game for about a week or two, and then finally making it to World 6, and he's like, oh, what is this? What's another ice world just like in Super Mario Brothers? So you kind of start level 1, jump on the little pad on the map, and then start the level, and you take off running, and all of a sudden you just keep going. So, whoa, what's going on? What the fuck? And just kind of making a complete fool out of yourself while this Piranha Plant juggling this spiky ball just comes comes to shit on you all over your face and everything. It's just not really one of those little pleasant things that you have to deal with. And as I'm talking about this, I'm trying to remember if there were any games that came before this that had ice physics. This is what Super Mario Brothers 2 did, but it's just like, I barely remember that, just solely for the fact that, I was really young, and I didn't, once you expose the warp pipes, you abuse them like crazy. So that's basically what I did, and especially when I got older. But like I suppose, like the ice physics, you actually make use of the ice physics in Super Mario Brothers 2 because you. Oh, well, stop saying you. You have to say player because it's so the player actually makes use of the ice physics in Super Mario Brothers 2. And what I mean by this is that there's a level in the ice world where the player, usually uses Toad on this part just because he's so small, where the player has to use the ice physics to actually get around and hop over the enemies. There's a certain pattern that you have to learn to follow, and it's like, I can't remember. It's like jump, jump, duck, jump, duck, something like that. And it's just and you have to build up enough speed to actually, and between the jumps and the ducks, to have enough physics to actually make the duck. And it's just like exposing those sort of things like that. And so I guess my point is, like, not all ice physics levels are totally bad. I mean, every time I think of ice physics, or snow worlds, I think of ice cavern in Ocarina of Time, or Snowhead Temple in Majora's Mask. Just not necessarily one of the more pleasant things that we we've experienced as players before. It's just the ice physics in that game is just so terrible. It's like they could have been a little bit more lenient with the running, especially when I found it more tolerable to maneuver with the ice physics once I had attained the iron boots. And it's just like, well, you're walking slower, but at least you have more traction on your feet, on Link's feet, when he walks. It's like walking with the hover boots all the time. It's like, why would you do that? It's just so much strain on the fingers and so much strain on your eyes to see Link struggle like that. And I mean, like, it's just even for, like, spectators who are watching you play, it's just like, oh, I'm running in place. It's like, oh, Link's gotta get his exercise for the day. I don't approve. So this is what I think about when I think of, like, ice physics in Snow Worlds. That and the ice world in New Super Mario Brothers DS. It's just it is so cruel, but it's so realistic. I mean, if you move you make so much movement, snow's gonna fall on your head, because it's it's actually the shaking near the tree that actually drops the snow, and then you get buried in it. Granted, this were actually the real world, you'd probably die with all that weight on top of your head like that, but anyway, it's Nintendo logic all the same. So yeah, and so that's my little rant on, ice physics and Snow World, I suppose. And, excuse me. So yeah, I guess basically all I really wanted to talk about, like, just kind of touching ground on ice physics and everything. So since this is like my, a daily vlog that I usually do, I try to post one up, like, I record one just about every day I'm out and about. Next couple of days I've been uploading videos like crazy now. I'm trying to get everything back on track so I can have enough footage to record a couple things that are coming up in life. Mainly going back to school and everything. I'm really trying to get established in recording, in public a little bit more, so that people don't, so I get used to the fact that people think I'm a complete weirdo or creeper with an iPod or something, and talking to himself in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the street or something. So since this is like my daily vlog and everything, I'm gonna end this with a question, and then I'm going to end the video altogether. The question that I want to ask about this is, what is your opinion on ice physics in Snow Worlds? I know a lot of people have a different opinion on sort of things like this, and I just want to know what people think. And so just yeah, so this is it. It's about wraps everything up. I guess if you like this part, Rate, comment, subscribe, post a video response to whatever the hell you want. This has been Dynamite Man ZGI, and I will see you guys later.